According to the Bhutanese Architectural Guidelines, Ministry of Works and Human Settlement Citation 2014, traditional Bhutanese roofs are classified into 4 forms. They are Jabzi roof, Jamthok, attic roof, Dranjam roof, and Chenkhep roof. The truss structural components of traditional buildings or house is made from locally available timber. Varieties of traditional Bhutanese roofs. Jabzi roofs are either single-layered or multi-layered roofs, which are square-hipped having 4 distinctive corners. This type of roof is mostly provided in buildings having greater importance such as the monasteries. The 4 sides of the Jabzi roof are frequently crowned with the heads of auspicious creatures like the Garuda or dragon, or by a sculpture known as Chujapatra. These hats are generally gold-plated and constructed of brass or copper. In some cases, the attic is used for habitual purposes too. The type of gable roof where the smaller gable roof is at the top of the main gable roof is known as Jamthok roof. This is Jamthok roof. Dranjam roof does not have windows under it and is left open to allow for air to flow through. Gable roofs feature a tiny gable on top of the main roof. The roofs are divided into 2 levels, with the upper layer, smaller gable, elevated up in the center to provide a huge expanse in the middle of the attic below. The extra cantilever projection lean to roof placed above the rapsal but at the lower level of the main roof is known as Chenkhep roof. This is Chenkhep roof. Typical Bhutanese gable roof system. Here is the native name for the components of truss system of gable roof. Although the Bhutanese architecture guidelines specify 4 types of roofs in traditional Bhutanese architecture, many rural dwellings have traditional gable roofing. King post in the middle are known as sheri, while those on the sides are known as shathung, and these struts are simply saddled over a timber rafter plate known as dingri. The central king post supports the central ridge of the roof called gungchan and the struts at the side support timber purlins called gungchung. Dingri is supported by vertical timber supports known as liachung, which rest at the top of a flat wooden component known as ga, which is put on the slab of the house's attic. Sim, the roof rafters are supported by gangchung and gangchen. The rafter is often fashioned from tiny round-shaped wood logs. The roof is covered with hardwood shingles known as shinglip, which are laid on top of timber battens known as dangchung, which are placed over the rafters. Some of the drawbacks of vernacular truss system. 1. The rural constructions limit the number of roofing parts to struts, rafters, and ridges. 2. The connection of ridges to struts and the rafters to ridges are very weak and susceptible to damage by dynamic loads such as wind and hailstorms. Some of the common roofs found in Bhutanese vernacular buildings and their common practice of roof construction. Without liachung and ga. B. Dingri resting on wall. C. Extensive usage of circular section as main truss members. D. Congested and non-engineered joints. E. Several shorts purlin and not joined properly. F. Several openings to raise risk of uplift pressure. The Jamthok opening is main concern of uplift pressure. G. Truss placement. Failure of roof caused by the above-mentioned drawbacks of gable roof. 1. Failure of truss due to displacement of members. 2. Anchorage failure of roof between walls. 3. Damage to roofs due to weak member connection in rural houses. The wooden props supporting dingri are not found in some of the rural houses, instead dingri is found to be supported directly by the walls. Most critical connections in the roof were found to be weak and had no mechanism to support lateral and uplift forces. Rules and regulation of truss or roof implemented in Bhutan. Owing to the drawbacks discussed, most of the people opt for buildings where truss system is made, following guidelines. A proposal for uniform roof color was submitted as roofs were being painted in many different colors and beginning to look odd. All unpainted residential dwellings would have green roofs. All unpainted institutional buildings would have red roofs. Thank you.